Weightless MD and Wellness. They're in the Southport Plaza, Kenosha. They're helping people knock off the LBs, my friend. And joining us now, Sherry Stoka from Weightless MD. Sherry, welcome back to the show.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm screaming for a detox. And that's I'm screaming for it. That's our topic today. How you know telltale signs that you may need a detox, a reset. And let's go through. We probably won't get to all 11, Sherry, but let's talk about some of these. How can we tell?
Yeah, well, I think first it's important to just know that, anyone who has a pulse needs to detox. I mean, we're like...
Let me check.
I mean, we were meant to live off of the land, and now we're living off of, chemicals and processed foods and dyes and things like that. I mean, it's kind of crazy if you think about it. But, so we do a lot with detoxing. It's super important just before any type of program. But I think maybe if we focus on like 4 main signs of, that you really need a detox is being tired, feeling tired, feeling like your body's inability to deal with stress is a big one too. Just feeling like overwhelmed, headaches or lack of mental clarity. So like brain fog, that is such a huge one.
Yeah, when you walk into a room and you don't know what you went in there for, that kind of thing.
Yeah. And then, another one that we hear about often is just your sensitivity to certain smells. That's very, very, that's kind of like top of the list. Like if you go into, a candle store or like Bath and Body Works and you just can't even tolerate the environment because your body's so overloaded already that it can't process all those chemicals coming in.
That happens in the WLIP studio quite often, I understand.
Oh yeah, the previous location.
That was where we needed the detox. Sherry and I talk about that quite often. Yeah.
I did detox every time I left there.
She went into a chamber, a bariatric chamber.
Yeah, so it's super important, and there's many ways that you can go about detoxing. You can be more aggressive, you can be less aggressive, but everyone needs to do it. I mean, at least I would say twice a year, maybe quarterly is best.
As I look through some of these other things, I mean, there's so many factors that go into this. I mean, blemishes and skin breakouts, if you get colds easily, if you have trouble with your digestive system, and maybe you need to knock off some of that processed, fried things you've been eating, Sherry. There's a lot of stuff that goes into this.
Yeah, absolutely. And, we're kind of like designed to have a certain threshold to deal with certain toxins. And obviously our bodies are really overwhelmed. And really, so when we ingest or we breathe and we take in these chemicals and such, the body really, if it can't detox, it stores it. And I think we talked about this before. So it will store toxins in your fat cells. So then that's why weight loss becomes resistant, because the body wants to keep it out of circulation. So that's where you have to really be strategic about releasing that from, your fat stores.
Yeah. And now you guys have something called the 554 program, which is fasting with food. Give me a little quick synopsis of that, Sherry.
Yeah. So we developed that about 2 years ago. It's such a great program. So 554 stands for 5 days of fasting with food. So you can actually eat food and stay in a fasted state. Fasting is the best way to detox the body. So the next, the 5 would be we transition you off of a fast, and then 4 is really starting to incorporate, regular foods again. So if you think about it, fasting, we're always ingesting things, and when you allow your digestive tract to rest, just like an injury, you allow it to rest, it's amazing how quickly it rejuvenates and replenishes.
Yeah, so you're going to notice the difference.
That program is.
Check it out, the 554 program. If you need a reset, lots of great programs available at Weightless MD and Wellness. And Sherry, the first visit is free.
It sure is. And you can call us at 262-226 2046 or visit our website at waylessmd.com.
And check out the podcast, Weighing In with Wayless MD and Wellness with Sherry and the fabulous Ron Hansen, a very handsome man in his own right, where you enjoy your favorite podcast. She's Sherry Stoka, Wayless MD and Wellness, Southport Plaza, Kenosha. Sherry, thanks so much.
Thank you. Have a great day.